Coming in number 10, we have the Croatian tape. The thing about found footage is it can easily be staged. There's no way of telling if what you're looking at is made by someone with the intention of freaking you out, or if it was actually the last moments of someone's life caught in a disturbing video. Well, that is what we have on our first point. The Croatian tape is said to be recorded in 2005, and no one has any idea of when it worked its way onto the internet. In the tape, there are two young boys who are just walking about late at night, and then they're approached by some strange man. There's a couple things that seem off about this dude. For one, he's stumbling around like he's drunk or disoriented, and two, he has some sort of canvas bag on his head like he's Jason from the first Friday the 13th movie. First, this guy seems harmless. It seems like maybe he's lost, but then he starts to get aggressive and chase after the boys. They outrun him and make it back to their apartment building, and right when they think that they're safe, they see this in the elevator.
Thank you, Pat. Yes.
Now, this could have all been staged. I mean, how on earth did this baghead guy make it back to the elevator? But they might have been messing around with something supernatural that tracked them down. Coming in at number 9, we have the Paris catacombs footage. If someone invites you to come down into some catacombs for exploring, just say no. That's not a fun place to be, especially when you're in Paris. Why would you spend your time walking around with a bunch of old bones when you could be eating croissants until you need a forklift to sit upright? Well, in Paris, someone thought it would be a good idea to take a break from gorging on baguettes to look at some rotting bones. This is some of the most terrifying found footage I have ever seen. You have a POV shot of someone walking through this tunnel system. For the most part, everything seems normal, but then they start to panic. I don't know if it's the strange markings all over the walls that starts to freak him out, or maybe he got lost, or maybe he heard something, but it doesn't matter because he just starts running. As he's running, you can tell that he has no idea where he's going, and eventually he drops his camera and makes off into the darkness. Let's take a look at this man's panic.
Are pictures of bones.
The video shows the man exploring, but he soon begins to panic. He runs through the maze of tunnels and his breathing gets heavy. As he is running, you can hear and tell the man is freaking out.
Now, we have no idea why this guy started to panic or what happened to him after. The catacombs are like a maze that go on for miles in every direction, so there's a good chance that he got lost down there and was never seen again, or that whatever he was running away from caught up with him. Coming in at number 8, we have doorbell cam. There is nothing better than looking through some videos from your doorbell only to find a creeper walking close to your house. What could be worse than that? Well, what about a dude caught in the act of creeping around your house? I'm about to show you a man who was caught wandering around someone's home, and then they came right up to their door and did this.
He proceeds to knock and ring the doorbell.
The owner of this home woke up to a notification coming from their phone that someone was at their door. You know, sometimes I think it's weird that our lives are becoming so automated, but when you see something like this, you would be happy to have a camera on the front of your door. This person kept trying to work their way into the home in one of the strangest attempts I have ever seen. He rings the doorbell and then tries to break in afterwards. The man is probably deranged and had no idea what was going on. Coming in at number 7, we have the mysterious noise. Now, even when found footage doesn't have something that is explicitly creepy about it, like a dude with a bag on his head chasing you down the street, there can be something strange and creepy to it that just leaves a weird feeling in your stomach. That's how people feel about the Paraguayan camcorder footage. It would seem to be some sort of strange home video that has several different scenes spliced together. It follows a group of teens and all the footage is extremely grainy, which makes sense because the footage is apparently from the 90s. But then there comes this noise. You can hear that strange humming in the background. Now, while this is probably some static that was picked up because the recording is on a very old device, some other people think that this could be a curse of sorts. That if you listen to the full tape, it will bring a dark energy into your life as if you were watching the tape from The Ring. Coming in number 6, we have the South Korean ferry incident. Back in 2014, a ferry in South Korea would take on way too many cars and passengers. Now, even though the vessel should have been able to handle this many people on board, the waves were rough that day and the ship ended up tipping on its side. This is some of the footage from inside the ship.
수연아, 마지막 씨 진짜 팔기 보소. 나도. 우리 이렇게 바다로 헤엄쳐서 이렇게 될 거야. 수연아, 자, 이번엔 네가 들고 있어. 나 이제 토할 거 같거든. 자.
This entire video is about 20 minutes long, and throughout most of it, no one really seems to think that they're in any danger. They are convinced that the people around them will all be saved when their rescue comes. Unfortunately, they were wrong, and many people that day were not saved. Coming in at number 5, we have the skeleton at the door. Having a doorbell camera might bring in more stress into your life than you would think. Let me show you this footage, and then you can see how stressful it would be to see something like this happen at the front of your house.
With a piece of tape. The homeowner got an alert that motion was detected on the porch, and upon checking the footage was ready to grab his gun. It's not known what was done while the tape was covering the camera.
You see a creepy skeleton come out of the darkness and then cover up the camera to your door. Now apparently this didn't lead to anything. It was probably just some kids goofing around, but some kids goofing around can make you feel like your home is about to get broken into by the undead. Coming in at number 4, we have a towering flame. This is one of the most famous cases of found footage in the 90s. When you hear the start of this, you will literally think it's a plot for a B movie, but this is really what happened. It was in California, and on the side of the road there were some old cassettes that were found. On these tapes was a recording of a massive blaze. It was a house that had been set on fire. Here is some of the footage from that tape.
Asexual turn-ons.
That is just a taste of the whole thing. The rest of the footage goes on for about 4 minutes. You can hear people laughing, and you can only assume that those were the people who lit the fire. For a while, this was just a tall tale and some creepy footage, but eventually the tape made it onto Unsolved Mysteries, and through this, the people were able to track down the culprits. It turned out to be 2 teenagers who were both arrested and tried for their crimes. Coming in at number 3, we have an oncoming train. This footage is some of the most infuriating and depressing footage on this list. It comes from a movie shoot in 2014 when a crew was filming a movie about Greg Almond. They were on a train bridge and they thought that they had all day to shoot, but there was something that the director didn't tell them. The director had contacted the city to get permission to shoot on the bridge, but they were denied the right to shoot twice. Then the crew had to rush off the bridge while the train was barreling towards them. Unfortunately, not everyone was able to make it out of the way of the train safely. When everything was said and done, the production company was sued and had to pay out over $3 million, and the director was thrown in prison for manslaughter. Coming in at number 2, we have No Through Road. There have been a lot of theories about No Through Road. On the footage, there are 4 English teens driving around late at night until they get lost. Eventually, they get to a dead end and try to work their way back, and their car stalls. Then they are confronted by this.
Jay, just give me the... What are you doing? Turn it back on.
It's not me. I can't.
Turn the bloody lights on.
Now that seems pretty terrifying. What on earth do you think that thing is? It looks like it could have just been a regular man, but the rest of the footage is too gruesome for me to show you here. It cuts some of the previous footage on the camera in between these young men being attacked by this strange figure. Now, when you watch it, I would guess that this is a very well put together project from a few teens who wanted to make a short horror movie. But when you dig deeper into the story, the rumors say that the car was found with blood all over it, and there was only the tape left in the car. And coming in the number 1 spot, we have the Stephen McDaniels footage. This is by far some of the most chilling footage that you could ever see. Stephen McDaniels was a very troubled person. He was classmates with Lauren Giddings, and even though the two barely interacted, he had an obsession with her. Without her knowing, he would creep outside her window and film her. Here's some of that footage. Just seeing that makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. This entire time, Lauren had no idea that there was someone outside her apartment, and it was the last day of school when Stephen would break into her apartment. The police were later notified and found the footage I just showed you on Stephen's computer. Stephen is currently in prison, and there's a good chance he will never be released.
Starting off this countdown, we have the found footage. Uh-oh. I don't know why my heart is racing. This is graphic, watch at your own risk. Oh my god. Get the hell out of there. I have no clue what's going on, but I know it's not good. Just by the way that they were screaming and trying to get out of there. I have no clue what was also blurred out in that first section, probably like a dead body or something, like something I definitely don't want to see, but that definitely got my heart racing. I was like, oh my god, get out of there. I don't even know what they were saying, but I was like, yeah, you gotta get out of there. They could have been bad guys for all I know. Like, that could have been like a robbery gone wrong, and I'm like cheering on them to get out. But anyways, let's hope no one died. Moving on at number 9, we have the Black Dolphin Prison. And if you guys are liking this video so far, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps us out. We appreciate it. The Black Dolphin Prison is known as Russia's toughest prison. It houses the country's most dangerous and brutal criminals. If you take the kill count from all the prisoners, then altogether they have killed about 4,000 people. As a result, the security in this prison is super tight. No one has ever escaped. Guards make their rounds every 15 minutes, and the lights are on 24/7. There's never a minute of darkness. And if the prisoners are transported anywhere in the prison, they are blindfolded so that they can't memorize the layout of the prison. There's definitely no funny business going on there. I think the scariest part of this prison is its prisoners. Like, there are some scary dudes there, like cannibals. This video just shows you how intense and scary the prison really is. In our 8th spot, we have punitive psychiatry. So this video was randomly uploaded to YouTube and it was titled Punitive Psychiatry Carousel Carousel. Don't know what that means, but let's take a look. Ew. What the hell is going on? Why are there teeth on the... I don't think I should be watching this. Oh my god, I think this is like a curse. I'm definitely cursed. That unleashed some sort of demon into my household. I shouldn't have watched that. We're just gonna close that real quick. I don't know what that was about, but I never want to see that ever again, and I need to go bleach my eyes. In our 7th spot, we have the meteor. On February 15th, 2013, a meteor called the Chelyabinsk meteor struck down in Russia. The strike was seen by thousands up to 100 kilometers away, and it scared the crap out of them. I mean, if I saw that, I would have thought it was a bomb and probably peed myself. This meteor was around 60 feet in size, which is around 20 meters. It was moving at a speed of 12 miles per hour. Then it exploded. The explosion was so powerful that buildings shook and windows shattered. Seriously, meteors and asteroids just like scare the crap out of me. Like, all we need is some big one to come hurling towards Earth and we're toast. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the ballerina. So the woman you just saw in this video remains a huge mystery. We know that her name is Anna, and she tends to leave cryptic messages in her videos. She started uploading videos in 2008 and now has over 50,000 videos uploaded. Her videos are often weird, like this one where she's just casually doing ballet in the woods while you hear a gun being fired close by her. Now, a lot of people are concerned for Anna. When she first started uploading videos, people said she looked and sounded completely different. Now they say her voice is quite hoarse and deep, and she looks very distraught. Like, this video was uploaded with the title MVL 1569. And the video has no description. Other videos too have some really weird titles and have cryptic descriptions. And the videos often don't make sense. Maybe these videos are a plea for help, but we really don't know. In our fourth spot, we have the Haunted Museum. Oh, there was like a shadow that literally just walked by. Yeah, I saw that. That's like a ghost person. That camera's just going berserk. Oh, what did I miss? It's an orb. There's 2 orbs. Wow. Those orbs were like clear as day. Like, you fully saw them moving. They were like a perfect sphere too. Wow. And then they moved and that camera was just like going berserk, probably because there's some sort of ghost activity going on in that room. Yeah. Let's, if you're going to Russia, maybe just not go to this museum. Coming in at number 3, we have the serial killer tapes. The footage you just saw was filmed by Russian serial killer Anatoly Slivko. Between 1964 to 1985, Anatoly took the lives of 7 boys. This video literally shows him filming some of his victims and potential victims. He would often persuade boys to come take part in these games, which would then turn out to be sick and twisted. This particular video that Anatoly filmed turned dark really fast. About halfway through, he starts torturing the boys and has them doing dark things. At one point in the video, he actually hangs some of the boys. And now, for obvious reasons, we can't show that clip here. And in another clip, we see him removing the boys' shoes and then chopping their legs off. In our second spot, we have the abandoned mansion. So this was filmed by a Russian YouTuber, Dark Ghost Paranormal, and he decided to explore an old abandoned mansion. And what he discovered was quite ghostly. The doors are just opening and closing on their own. I would get the hell out of there. Oh, leave. Run. Please don't pop up. Thank God he didn't go towards the doors. I would have yelled at the screen if all of a sudden he like went towards the doors, because that's how you die, man. That was crazy. In the first clip, like, the chair or whatever was just spazzing out on its own. And I don't know how he's doing, like, if it was fake, he would need like fishing wire or something to be pulling it, which, I mean, you can, but I don't know so much. This seemed pretty legit, like these doors opening and closing, I don't know. And in our number 1 spot, we have the mental hospital footage. what is going on? Oh my god, what is going on? I told you it was possession. I told you. Oh my god. That's full on possession. I'm shaking. Oh my god. Ah! That, I told you. I knew it from the beginning. I could tell. Wow. I've seen so many ghost videos that I'm like, yeah, possession.
Coming into number 9, we have dining room or there is nothing. I don't understand what is happening, nor do I really want to. This video is surely cursed. In the video, we see a pale red-haired woman holding a spoon in a grand setting with a burning background. She speaks in what seems like an indiscernible language. Have a watch, so long as you aren't alone. Right, then this happens. Like, is she dead? Also, the sound design here is horrifying, isn't it? Then, there comes a point in the video where she rises again and says this. There is nothing. Ooh, cool. This is kind of like the backwards speak they do in Twin Peaks, and it freaks me out every time. The YouTube video description says this piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. Great description, thank you. Honestly, I think it's cursed. Coming into number 8, we have the Ring video. It seems that some sadistic soul posted the video from the Ring onto YouTube. I mean, I don't actually believe this video is actually cursed, although the description box says, "You will die 7 days after watching it. To save yourself after watching it, copy the link to the video and pass it on to someone else." Right, now, does showing it to you guys mean I'm saved? Close your eyes right now if you're alone, or you don't want to be cursed. So in the movie The Ring, watching this video would mean that you're cursed, but life isn't a movie, so we aren't, are we? Maybe don't watch the whole thing. Side note and side plug, I recently did a video on our sister channel Life's Biggest Questions about what life would be like if the ring was real. I'm gonna pop that in one of the cards there for you, so feel free to check it out. Okay, watching this next video might make you sick and give you hallucinations, so be warned. At number 7, we have Peggy the Doll. In 2015, a video of a doll was blamed for making over 80 people sick. Paranormal investigator Jane Harris held a live stream Q&A session with a haunted doll, after which she was inundated with messages that the doll had caused people to have a negative physical response. The video in question has been uploaded to YouTube, where people at their own risk can stare into Peggy's terrifying eyes. Jane reads questions and comments from her audience, and she uses a K2 paranormal signal machine.
Right, Peggy, a lot of people have said that when looking at your photo, that they feel a sense of sadness and a sense of loss. Would that be accurate at all?
Some people think that Peggy is possessed by an evil spirit, and according to the Daily Mail, she caused one woman in the UK to have a heart attack. Maybe don't watch any Peggy videos. I don't feel good about Peggy. Coming into number 4, we have Tara the Android. Right, what is this video about, and am I now under some kind of robot curse? This video is called I Feel Fantastic, and it has been watched over 15 million times in the last 9 years. Where are those 15 million people now? Missing. That's where. Alright, I'm only joking. I bet some of you watching this video have also seen it, and you're alright, aren't you? Aren't you? For those of you that haven't seen this video, here's a quick clip. Again, do please close your eyes if you're alone. At one point in the video, the singing robot lady has a costume change. Later in the video, the camera zooms into a grassy outdoor area. The video description is very threatening. It talks about an ancient Greek myth about Pygmalion being disgusted by women. He then realizes that the one and only true companion for a man is a statue. Is it because they can't tell you're a twazzock, Pygmalion? You only like the sound of your own voice anyway. The theory behind this video is that the video creator might have been a murderer. The outdoor shot may have been a hint at the victim's burial site, and the doll may be wearing the victim's clothing. Let's just hope that isn't true and move on. Coming into number 3, you have 20 seconds to stop this video. Right. Now this video description reads, this video is not a game. This video is a real invocation for dead spirits. This video will make you see gone friends that are dead. Rules: A, you have 20 seconds to stop it. B, if you don't stop it, never speak or follow your dead friends when they visit you. Wasn't planning on. Why? Because they'll take them with you. C, if you send this video to another person, you'll not suffer the curse. Goodie. Do you guys want to watch 19 seconds of this video with me? Good, and then we can stop it before we get cursed and really will have cheated the system. All good so far. Fine. Fine. See guys, that wasn't so bad. Bah! Okay, I guess I'm cursed now. Coming into number 2, this video may induce nightmares, and it's also pretty loud. Uploaded by Silver Carnivore in July 2015, the title is pretty threatening. The description reads, warning, the origins of this video are unknown, likely from somewhere on the deep web. But what is known is that it can adversely affect viewers. Do not watch this just before sleeping. Nobody's about to go to bed, right? We're all cool here. If you're about to go to bed, maybe don't go to bed. That's one way to avoid a curse. Alright, if you're alone, close your eyes or just wait till you're not alone. Okay, that was just 10 seconds, and honestly I think that's enough for me. I want to just stop it there. I think the most stressful thing about this video is definitely the sound. I feel like it's attacking me. Sure, the images are pretty scary too, but the sound is so loud, baffling, and disorienting. I just don't like it whatsoever. Finally, coming into number 1, now this might be the shortest clip I show you, but it is definitely the most terrifying. We have Deep Dive. This video is said to have been found on the mysterious dark web, the most dastardly of cyberspaces. The video starts with a warning that says by watching it, you agree to take full responsibility for your actions. I'm gonna show you 3 seconds, as it seems the original video called You Will Scream 2 was deleted. Viewer discretion is advised here because actually this is pretty scary. Okay, you wanna see that again? Okay, I didn't like that one bit. Anyone know what the text at the end said? Anyone watching from Japan? Like, actually, maybe I don't wanna know. Maybe I don't wanna know. Honestly, I think those 3 seconds are the scariest 3 seconds of any video on this list, so I'm kind of ready to go and watch a lot of videos about puppies now, thanks.